right? So one teacher might feel that question number one is good because it's it's an analysis based question, but a poorly framed analysis question is not better than or it's not as good as a much better framed recall question. So those were some assumptions that we have, that an analysis question, not necessarily that it's a better question than a recall question. The framing really matters. There are some components of MCQs that we focused on. We looked at the question stem, the stimulus, any image if it's an image based question, and the options. And within the options, we have the correct answer and the distractors. So when creating a question, we need to look at all of these components. Is the stimulus containing too much information, unnecessary information? Is it related to the testing objective? Is the image here necessary or not? So when we're designing a good question, you may have a question which looks fancy. It has a nice photo in that, or it has a very engaging image, but it's not really contributing to any learning objective. So when we are designing a question, there are some technical aspects, formatting aspects that we need to keep in mind. Is one of the answers so detailed that the child is being able to guess कि ये इसमें सारा details डाला हुआ है? So looking at the option itself, the child is able to guess that if this option is standing out compared to the other options, this must be the correct answer. Are we using words like maybe, always? By the way the question or the distractor is framed, is student able to eliminate the answer? So for example, you make a statement and you ask students that which of these is possibly true, and the student is able to eliminate just based on those words like maybe, definitely, and they may say that this applies in some situation but it does not apply in all situations, that's why this is wrong. So those are some very small but technical points to keep in mind while framing a question, beyond just is it worth asking, is it is it testing something trivial, or is it testing something which is relevant to what I'm learning in day to day life. There are lots of small things to keep in mind. And to summarize, you might have to focus on the content, the concept aspect. So first step is this concept worth testing? The second aspect is the content of the question itself. Is the stimulus and all of these aspects are they making sense? Is the content that I'm using to create a question, is that matching with my testing objective? And is it, have I selected the right source material, or have I selected the right chapter or right content area or concept to create questions? And the last step would be the formatting aspect. Is the context engaging? Is it stimulating? And then how have I formatted? All of these things together make up a good question. So I hope all of you have figured out what topic that you would want to make questions on. Can you give me a thumbs up? English, math, science. Are you ready with the topic? Great. So we have a mixed group today. We have teachers from grade 3 to I think 10, English, math, science, and perhaps some more junior teachers as well. So realistically, we have an hour to do this. How we'll be structuring this is, I'll just quickly go over a checklist of things to keep in mind. You can take a screenshot of it. You can copy that in your WhatsApp group, and you keep that list with you. And now you will use this list and individually use this space to create questions. We are not you will just sit and create questions in individually, and then we'll go over the process of refining the question to ban gaya, usko improve kaise kare. That is where, once we've gone over the review process, then the breakout room comes in. You will join the breakout room. I think we have certain group leaders who will share the links with you. And within this time, to be honest, we have only three breakout rooms. We have one for English, math, and science. And depending, we have 100 people. So एक group में हो सकता है कुछ 30-40 teachers हो. So individually use this space to create a question. Try and make notes regarding how easy or difficult are you finding it. Right? This is an individual exercise. And then when we meet as a group, the moderator may not be able to choose all the questions, or may not be able to give equal importance and discuss all the questions and then select a few. But whatever stands out to you, whether you want to do this in a common document, or whoever is able to, however you are able to figure out which are the 2-3 documents we want to revise. So collectively give feedback to those selected questions and revise that. My recommendation is that, suppose if you're meeting suppose if you've taken science as a topic, like plants as a topic within science, and teachers from grade 3 onwards have made at least 1 or 2 questions. Select a few questions of different, 2 or 3 questions of different grade levels, and then do the review. Give critique to those 2-3 questions. ऐसा मत सोचना कि मेरा क्वेश्चन सेलेक्ट नहीं हुआ तो आई एम completely out of this, मेरा मन हट गया है. In this setting, it's not possible to give equal attention and make 40 teachers do the review. But let us do how much ever is possible. What I would expect you all to do is focus on the quality of the discussion. Are you sticking to your safety zone, and are you accepting questions just because मुझे मैंने बनाया या मेरी फ्रेंड ने बनाया है, और is the review process actually helping you make some change? कुछ before and after में फर्क आना चाहिए. And the after version, again, you may not get consensus among 40 people. But this is just the first step. And after this, once the session is over, I hope that the value of the session is ki how we are able to debate and come to a consensus ki is this version better than what we had before, and on what basis can we call this better. And then you will present a few of the questions. I would expect some before and after questions to be presented from each group, and then we'll wind up. We'll summarize the takeaways and the experience that we've had. This is not the end. This is just the beginning. Iske baad jo apne questions banaya hai, that mehnat will not go to waste. Keep working on it. And you can share those questions and the review process with me later on as a document, and then I can take a look at that later. Right? So don't get disheartened and disengaged. We are a huge group of 100 people who have shown up. Let's try and make the most of it. So let's do a quick recap. I'll share my screen and just put up the points to keep in mind, and you can take a screenshot of that, right? So this is where we were, and we had looked at some of the principles of question. Just doing a quick recap. These are the parts. So in an MCQ, in a very basic MCQ, I'm not talking about assertion reasoning, and I'm not talking about case-based questions. But every basic MCQ will have the STEM. STEM will include an instruction. It will include a stimulus. It can be an image-based stimulus or a paragraph or a passage. It will include the question, karna kya hai? Ye sab information dekhne ke baad. Then you'll have the distractors and the answer key. And ideally, the distractor should capture some or the other misconception. The answer key should definitely be correct. There should not be any scope ki half mark de do. Yeah, even option B be partially correct ho sakta hai. Each of the answers should be the challenge which comes in is that you have to make sure that A, B, C are wrong, but they should not be throwaway answer. You should not be able to eliminate the incorrect options or the distractors just by looking at it, right? Just by saying ki ye मैंने फालतू के options रख दिया है. Out of 4, the challenge is usually like we are able to come up with very two good distractors, and the last one, because you need 4 options, we are sometimes what teachers end up doing is, or content team ends up doing is, that the last option is very obvious. तो वैसा नहीं करना है. We should make sure that at least 2 or 3 distractors में से at least 2 are really good, and the last one is also not itna obvious कि just by process of elimination you are eliminating. Right? So these are the components of MCQ. You can take a photo of this. Then the types of MCQs that we've discussed. We have simple, where you have, 1 question and 4 options. We have complex, where the options are arranged in such a way that 1 and 2 could be right, 2 and 3 could be right, statement 1 and 2 could be right, 2 and 3 could be right, all of them could be right. Right? But you have multiple options combined, that is multiple conditions and factors or statements which could be applicable, but ultimately they are combined in such a way that the child has to select one option. So these are complex MCQs. Then you have relationship justification, which includes assertion reasoning. It includes cause and effect, problem solution. There are multiple ways of putting statements which have relationships in them. And then you have case-based, right? Which will have and usually case-based questions include a group of questions. You don't want students to read so much and then answer only 1 mark ka question. Usually these are, you create a context where multiple questions can be tagged to that one particular case, right? So today let's try and get some variety in the kind of questions. Maybe senior class teachers can try and create relationship justification questions, and maybe somebody can try complex question. So let's try and generate some variety out of this exercise. And what is the process? Now you can take a screenshot of this also. What is the step that you will use to create a question? We've already done step 1. Identify the concept which is worth assessing. So suppose if you've taken the concept of plants, that itself is very broad. Do you want to test factors affecting growth of plants? Do you want to test parts of plants? Do you want to assess the how nutrition works with plants? Right, breathing, photosynthesis. There are a lot of concepts within plants, and you have to break that down to a very clear and crisp LO. Right, and then you might need some cognitive level or competency level. I would suggest for today, don't worry about is this an analyzed question or is it a synthesized question. Make sure that the concept is worth assessing, and you can do the level tagging after you've created the question. So then you need to create a testing objective, right? Usually the testing objective is written in terms of students will be able to dash, dash, and dash. So write a question using a very simple and easy to comprehend language. Don't introduce too much jargon in the question. Frame the distractors, and then also solve the question from a student's point of view. Once you've created the question, once you've created the distractors, try and do a self review. Try and see is this definitely the correct answer? Is the wrong answer close enough but still incorrect? How will you justify to a child that this is a wrong answer? Right? And is the wrong answer having some misconceptions or distractors? Right? So these are the steps to keep in mind. And this is a very simple format. What you can start with is take a notebook or take a document, write down your testing objective, write down the question, write down the answer key and the logic of the distractors. So suppose if you've created option 1, right? You've written down your option 1. Try to write the logic behind why you've kept option A as a distractor. What is it trying to capture? What is a misconception? So then you will ensure that you're not just filling 4 options, but you're also having some logic behind why have you kept option A or option B as that particular distractor. What is that role which the distractor is playing? Right? So write down the logic behind why you've selected only these 4 distractors or these 3 distractors. Why not something else? Why have you framed it in this way? Try to justify the way you have written or frame the question. So this bare minimum, uske upar you can keep adding competencies and Bloom's level and all of that. Let's not complicate it. At least this much should be there, that are you able to create a question? Are you able to justify why the question has been framed in this way? And do you have some logic to the distractors? If you can do that today, then that would be one of the milestones. Right? And now you can take a photo of this. And what is the time? Right now it's 5:17. Can we meet at 5:30? Right? So I will keep this screen shared. And now individually you can create your own question. Put on some music if you want, mute yourself, and take your chapter or textbook, whatever material you want. Use any resource on the internet. And right now you don't have to join any group. Just sit here and create your question. The group will, once you have created the individual questions, we will join the breakout room at around 5:30, and we'll come back from the breakout room by around 5:45 or 5:40. We'll keep 10 minutes for the discussion. Right? So here is the format.
Yes, meanwhile, if you have any doubt, any questions, you can ask Aarti ma'am.
Yeah.
Within this 10 minutes.
Swarani, I have a question here. Sunanda here. I just wanted to ask whether teachers are going to frame their questions in their diaries or here in the format that I have prepared to share during the breakout room session. Before and after, like we have done like this, no? Question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. And then before and after. Or this one, how to make good MCQs process one.
Sorry, ma'am, if you have a document, Google Doc, you can share that with the teachers. and those I think that would be helpful to see the before and after. Maybe you
Yes.
can share a copy with me also, so that I can keep seeing as teachers are making
It's
the
there that I prepare here like based on yesterday's conversation.
Ah.
So this is
Ma'am,
like
I think let them join breakout rooms.
No, individually they are making the question now, so they can make it in
Yes,
this
yes.
document.
yeah. So this is a document wherein question number and then before after is there. So pre-read is also inserted here. They can go through and can do it.
Yeah.
And then when we go to the breakout room, we can have proper discussion and can do after. If it is fine.
Yeah. So I think we definitely have more than 10 teachers in science. We have 10 boxes here. The teachers can keep adding.
I can add more. No worries. I do that.
So math ke liye, if you have a document, similar document, teachers can do that.
You can
Otherwise,
copy, Chitraman, you can copy the same. You can use the same.
No, I've also made a document for English for math also. I'm just sharing that in the chat box. Yeah.
I'm sharing for English also. Just a
great,
minute.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much, teachers, for all this pre-reading and all this coordination. We should be all creative. We want to find images on the internet and paste it. Use a diagram-based question. Feel free to find things from the internet and put that. Don't restrict yourself to very simple text-based questions. Again, with math, if you want students to do word problems, for example, feel free to be creative with your question.
I've posted the link for English, the doc link.
Good evening, Chitra ma'am. I'm not able to open the link for Maths doc. Can you please reshare? I don't know what is the problem.
Same here, ma'am. Same here. The link is not being opened up.
Just a minute, because yeah, people are typing. Yeah, I'll just put the message again. Just a minute. I pinned it actually. Just check. And it's anybody can edit, ma'am. Just let me know if you're still not able to do it.
I request Anand and teachers to go through the content posted. I can see one question that is not related to the content given there. So you can go through the pre-read and then frame your question, please.
Chitra ma'am, just one thing. Topic is place value. So should we post all the questions related with the place value only for the same grade level or different grade?
Anju ma'am, you can do it for any of the grade levels. You can do it for any of the grade levels. Ma'am, we have given grade-wise topics. We have given like a pre-primary, then we have given 3 to 5, then 6 to 12.
But topic should be place value only, right?
Yeah, number sense. But we have given the different sub-themes. We have given different sub-themes based on that, number sense.
ठीक है,
It should all be based on number sense.
ठीक है, ma'am. Sure. Okay, ma'am.
So I can see teachers add questions in the English ka group. I was looking at some questions on sentences. You frame the question just below that or against the option that you're putting. Suppose option A, in the bracket, just write the logic of that option. Why have you put that option? Math team, please do not fill in the after review. We have not done the review yet. So fill it in the original first column only. I can see a lot of questions being added. Just put your logic behind within brackets for each distractor. And for a quicker process, I think I'm noticing math may the first question, ma'am has highlighted a particular option. So you could do that as well. You can highlight the correct answer with green and you can leave the others, uncolored, and you can put your distractor logic. This will make our review process faster. Like,
Anju ma'am, can you please share that math doc so that I can also put the questions there? Actually, I'm not able to open it. So can you reshare it?
It is pinned, ma'am, actually. Yeah, but Anju ma'am, if you can reshare it again. I've pinned it. I think my net is a bit slow. I've pinned it.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Ma'am, for science, so which document, whose document we need to add the question? Chitra ma'am?
Okay, I'll pin that, ma'am. Just give me a few seconds. I'll do that. I've checked this again. I hope you are able to get that.
Okay, I'll try to open ma'am.
Millie ma'am, which link? English breakout room? No, ma'am, you have to edit this document first. You have to create MCQ first. Then
Plenty,
give
the
breakout room.
I've seen the link that Ratna ma'am has posted, but I'm not able to open it.
So are you there in English WhatsApp group?
English, yes, yes. So from there I'll get the link.
Yeah, so yes, there also you can find that link.
Thank you so much.
Swarali ma'am, shall I post again the link, breakout room link? Okay, okay,
No, ma'am, wait.
okay, okay. Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Can we join the breakout now?
No, not yet. Is everybody done creating questions?
Nisha has a question, Auntie.
Yeah.
Yes, Arti ma'am. So I think each teacher has to create 2 MCQs. Am I right?
Yeah, at least one. So,
I've created. Oh, all right, all right. Thank you.
He was there with us. He was with us.
I hope you all are creating MCQs. I hope you all are contributing. How is the response, Sunanda ma'am, Ratna ma'am?
Yeah, they are making questions. Let's see.
Making around, I think, 8, 9 questions I can see. I can count. Yeah.
Good, great.
Okay, so as
Yes,
we're
Pallavi
winding
ma'am.
up the individual question making, just make sure you're adding the distractors and the answer key, the logic behind that. It will make our review process easier. Right, really happy to see the document filling up.
Yes. Yeah, Nisha ma'am.
Yeah, Sunanda ma'am, I think in our document there's one question which is not relevant to our content. Maybe
Yeah,
the
I've already posted here in the message also.
Okay.
Yeah, I reminded. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
I think it's pre-primary teachers, no? They are also trying. So if they join our breakout room, we'll talk to them.
Sunanda ma'am, I think I am working on that 7th number, no question. Somebody is already working on that. I think.
You can choose another block, no issues.
Ma'am, the question is already created by me. Just do check once.
Okay, I will. Sure.
Yeah, Pallavi ma'am.
Sorali ma'am, I'm sorry I could not make anything related with maths or science. So I'm preparing it on social science. I'm following the same things. I have like it's a reasoning question. I'm trying to add distractors and all, but I'm sorry I cannot make for maths or science. But I'm
That's
listening
great,
to the
ma'am.
discussions, which I'm going to follow it in SST.
Definitely, ma'am, you can do that. And thank you so much.
Pallavi ma'am, I'll join you. One more
Yes,
SST teacher.
I'll share the document with you. We can work together.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
That's great.
Ma'am, I'm not able to paste the question, copy and paste it. So I have put the link for the document only.
Sorry, Nazima, I'm not getting. Could you please repeat what you said?
Ma'am, maybe due to net issues or I don't know what is the problem. I'm not
Okay.
able to copy paste the questions. So I have pasted the link for the document. 2 questions I have prepared.
Okay.
Am I clear, ma'am?
You pasted a link here in the.
On second number, I think. I'm not
Oh.
able to. Maybe network issues are there or something. I'm not able to copy paste it.
Okay, I'll see that. Let me try.
Okay. Yes.
I hope I'll be able to open it.
Even the access, ma'am.
Aarti ma'am, Sonal here. All
Yes, ma'am.
4 options are compulsory to be there, because I can see some teachers have pasted only 2 options, so they
No,
won't
we
be able
need
to
4
create the
options.
distractors, right?
No, we need 4 options, and 2 options is like you're not really the
Testing
the
either of them
MCQ.
can be
You're
correct.
not. It could have been a fill in the blank or something which is very 1 mark answer. If you're creating an MCQ, at least 4 options is recommended.
Okay, so I can see one of the teachers from pre-primary, she has done that. So
That's
it's
okay. During the review process, you can figure out, brainstorm how you can fill 2 other distractors. Sometimes it doesn't come. I understand. We can create 2 good options, but 3rd and 4th we are like, isme kya dale? So that's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Take a pause. We are at 5:40. Let me just go over the review process. These are some steps that you need to keep in mind while refining the question and making it better. Okay? So you all remember you all did the question rating activity where you all gave a rating between 0 to 5, right? 0 means it's so bad that I can't include it in the paper. 5 means excellent, no changes required, no modification required. It's the best. And you have scope for improvement between 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now we will try and do a review. If we are saying that a question is at a 5, that means is there really something that you cannot improve on this? Is this that good that इसमें कुछ भी change का scope नहीं है? Or is it, if it is like if it is at a 0 or a 1, then perhaps the effort that you might spend on that question to improve it, you may spend it better on question which is rated at a 2 or a 3. If it is so bad, might as well completely remove the question and keep something else, so that because the effort which goes into review, you might as well work on something which is at a 2 or a 3, and you can work on that. Otherwise, if it is really at a 0 or a 1, then the effort that you are spending in improving each part, STEM भी improve करना है, concept भी improve करना है, distractors भी improve करना है, तो सिर्फ scratch से नया question बना लो, right? So we will try and find which are those questions which are really worthy of improving. If it is too good, then maybe don't spend so much time on refining it. You can say it is good as it is, and then really work on the 2, 3, and 4, right? And so let's go over the review process within a minute or two. Just a second. Yeah, so now what to keep in mind while creating a question: concept level. Is it a beginner, intermediate, or advanced level? So for example, compared to within place value, operations would be like operations and place value. When you combine the two, that is slightly higher level than just a simple place value question, right? Where you have to identify tens, hundreds, or express hundreds into tens. That is a lower level. And then when you are also adding operations in that becomes a higher level. So a combination of concepts can be used. A question purely on photosynthesis maybe slightly at a simpler level than a question which requires you to have both understanding of photosynthesis and respiration, right? So how you're combining concepts, and that could be that could determine the difficulty level. The type of question, if you're already creating a question which is assertion reasoning, you have to read statements, you have to see the combination of statements, then apply the logic. The form of the question itself becomes more complicated. That is one way in which you can increase the difficulty level. Again, the cognitive demand. If it's a recall question, then you can recall question, then it's slightly easier. If it's an application-based question, it's slightly harder. Again, there are exceptions to all of this, but you can the elements that you combine. You can include a recall question which is challenging, and you can include an analysis question which is simple by choosing a concept which is slightly at an easier level, which is slightly at a lower grade level, right? Number of technical terms used. So suppose if you're including a question which requires a child to know the word transitive verbs, okay? That automatically becomes a complicated question because the child has to know what this means. If they don't know the technical term, then they will not be able to answer the question. And how explicit is the information provided? For reading comprehension, how much does the child have to search for the answer? How much do they have to infer? Is the information provided like sufficient? Is it very little? Do they have to go out of the question to STEM to answer the question? That can also determine the difficulty level. And yeah, so these are some factors which affect the difficulty level. So it's all a combination. You can make the question easy on one ground, but balance it out by making it difficult on another ground, and then ultimately you have the overall difficulty level of the question. And again, difficulty level is very subjective. Sometimes we think that it is going to be very straightforward, and students end up underperforming in that. And sometimes we feel हमने इतना सारा case study डाल दिया है, it is going to be challenging, and students end up doing better in that. So try and look at each component of the question and try and see at what level do you intend to keep the question, right? And when you're doing the review process, is the question accurate, right? Is the correct answer definitely correct? For math especially, are you able to solve the answer properly? Is there a possibility that the way you frame the question, galti se kuch ho gaya, and when the correct answer is not matching with the answer key, right? When you actually solve it. So correctness of the question, is there any scope for debate in the correctness of the answer? Is there a single correct answer? Is the topic relevant and significant? Maybe plants के topic में या sentences के topic पे better question बन सकता था, but we have settled to because ये हमसे बन गया तो हमने ये settle कर लिया. So topic relevancy and significance. Was there scope to ask a better question with the same topic? That is something you can again debate. Focus on clarity of the question. Is this necessary information? Is this too little information? Is this too much information? Are we are we spoon feeding our students too much? Are we necessarily making it too complicated? So those are some things which you can again discuss. Effectiveness in assessing the intended testing objective. So for example, you may have created a question which applies a grammatical concept in a sentence. Does that necessarily make it an application question? Right? You may have written the testing objective as application, but it may not really involve that much application. So is it matching the intended testing objective? So if your testing objective was application, then could you have made a better question which was indeed testing application skills? Right? And options effectiveness, cognitive alignment, again, that's optional, and difficulty alignment. Is this too difficult, too easy? And put yourselves in the shoes of the student and solve it as if you're seeing the question for the first time. Make other people solve it, and then try to make a note of the time taken to solve. If it's like itna jaldi maine eliminate kar diya, then maybe it's not really making students think, right? And then you do a tick or a cross. Why have you approved? What rating would you give it? And if this is not approved, then how can you make it better? Now, very quickly, what are some why is review important? It makes the test reliable, it makes the test fair, and it makes the test valid. So you test this question with Varanasi branch, and there's no scope for debating ki ye question ye bachon ne interpret kiya to like they are reading it wrong. I'll give you an example. In English, we had put Connaught Place or something like that in one of the stems, and students from the south, Connaught Place, they did not categorize that as a proper noun. They categorized that as an adjective because they thought Connaught was an adjective before Connaught Place. So when students have never visited that place, they don't know Delhi mein ye place hai, then for that group of students who don't have exposure to this area, it can seem a little unfair depending on the age level and all of that. So Tamil Nadu may be the correct answer is correct answer, and in another place also the correct answer is correct answer. It should not be subject to interpretation, and it should not be biased towards certain student population. So whether the students are wherever they are, there were again one question where NCR के बारे में बच्चों को पता नहीं था, and then like it was not relevant to them, so they could not really answer that because they didn't know the nuances कि NCR में क्या क्या आता है, क्या क्या नहीं आता है. Qualities of a reviewer. So when you're doing the discussion, the reviewer should have good grasp of the subject, should be objective, should not give very personal remarks कि तुमने तो अच्छा नहीं बनाया. Don't make it about the person, make it about the action, right? Give feedback to the work that has been done. No, don't give feedback to the person, right? The feedback is clear and precise. So give something which is actionable. If you have pointed out कि these are some aspects which need to be improved, don't just say ये गलत है ये अच्छा नहीं है. Tell them which direction can they take this to. How would the question be better? What aspect to change? Be tolerant. There can be multiple viewpoints, but appreciate all of that, but still be objective and kind, and be accountable. The person who is putting up the question कि ये हमारा final question है. The person within your department also, the person who is finalizing the question जिसने भी बनाया होगा, but there is one person who has to take the accountability for the entire group. So that person has to double check for accuracy and make sure that the final version is perfect. And creative, right? So of course this you might find that a question is already very good, but उसमें थोड़ा और scope है to make it more interesting, to make it more engaging, right? So influences the process positively. हमेशा don't get settled with ये हो गया तो हमारा एक checklist पूरा हो गया. How do we become better? So a reviewer should bring the team to a higher level. So these are some qualities of a reviewer, and it's not necessary that always the HOD will be the best reviewer. It can be anybody who has these qualities, that person can genuinely do a good quality control within the department. So don't go with the hierarchy, but keep these qualities in mind. And there are lots of technicalities, but I think I'll stop here. And now let's go to the breakout room and find.
Ma'am, you're on mute.
Yeah, so I was saying let's go to the breakout room now and pick 1 or 2 questions and make that better and present those. Right, so excited to see how the after version turns out. I'll keep joining the breakout rooms.
Swarali, ma'am.
Aarti ma'am, I'm not able to find science breakout room link. Can you please provide the link?
Wait, Sharayu ma'am, I'm giving you.
Yeah, thank you ma'am.
Sharayu ma'am, please check the chat box.
Yes ma'am, thank you so much.
Pooja ma'am, please check the chat box ma'am. I have given the link. It is opening as well.
Neeru, ma'am.
Yes ma'am.
Ma'am, actually, on my side, na, the links are not coming in a blue color. So that's why I'm not able to be click on any one link.
Chat box
Whether
में link दी जा रही है कविता मैम, that is also not looking in a blue color or what?
yeah, it's not looking in a blue color, na. That's why I'm not able to click on the link. Any kind of like document link or a breakout link. And I
Ma'am,
think and yeah.
Wait. Which link you want, ma'am?
in which
Kavita ma'am?
आप कौन
Ma'am, I'm talking about any link. If you are मतलब sending any document
कविता मैम
link,
जस्ट टेल मी आप कौन से व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में हो, मैं आपको भेज देती हूँ लिंक.
ma'am, I'm from the pre-primary. So now so
Check
I'm on
knowledge
knowledge.
sharing group.
Yeah, I'm on that. Yeah, I'm on that group, ma'am. Knowledge group. Knowledge sharing group.
Madhulina ma'am, what happened?
Ma'am, same thing. The blue link is not showing here, so can't click.
Ma'am, it's open to all. You can join it.
Ma'am, actually,
No, the
it's happened
Which link?
last time also.
Okay, yes,
Yeah, it's happened last
Okay.
time. Yes, Swarali ma'am, it's happened last time also. Ki it was not showing in the blue color, na. So I was not able to open in the last meeting also. So is it any problem or I have any setting issue in my phone? Kya?
Check now. Check. Smriti ma'am, are you able to join?
Ma'am, the link is not highlighted.
Kavita ma'am?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Actually,
It's
ma'am,
not
from the phone,
highlighted.
it's not on phone. It's
Yeah.
not activating. On the laptop, it is
Ma'am,
working.
it is not highlighted, so if you're not able to click the link also.
Same here, ma'am. I'm also not able to click that link.
Okay. Now tell me. Unable to join, unable to join. Ma'am, it's open to you all now. Why are you not able to join now? Because other teachers are there, they are discussing it. See, I'm putting
Yeah,
this
ma'am.
in
Swarali ma'am.
all
Yeah.
WhatsApp group. Huh?
Ma'am, actually,
Ma'am, I
it's
went
happened
to the
last time
maths group.
also.
I went to the maths group. Sorry to interrupt you. And this link is totally working, ma'am. Maths teachers can join from this.
It's open
Ma'am,
to all of
Ma'am,
all.
actually, the problem here is that when you are joining it from the phone, it is a problem. When you are joining it from the laptop, it is working.
How? Why? Okay.
Yes, ma'am, on phone or in call messages, it's not highlighted. It's the plain
Yes,
text.
we are coming back to this meeting only. When we are copying down the link and pasting it to the Google Chrome, then also we are coming back to this link only.
Yeah, it's not working with the phone.
I
ma'am.
think it will not work on the phone. We need to join by from the laptop only. Then only we can able to join.
Maybe. So I'm sharing with one document link. वहाँ पे आपको ये breakout room का link मिल जाएगा. I think that will work.
But ma'am, my question is कि it's not happened before, na? We are to joining since long time with the phone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now just
We
do
are
one
facing-
thing. पूरा यहाँ से left हो जाओ. Just leave this meeting totally and then join that breakout room.
Okay.
Maybe it will work. Let's see.
Okay, ma'am.
Pooja ma'am, Sonal ma'am, Kavita ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you able to join now?
No, ma'am, because I'm
Why?
operating from cell phone. I'm using cell phone, ma'am, mobile.
Then leave this meeting. यहाँ से left हो जाओ. Then join there. Links are there in knowledge sharing group. I shared there as well.
Swarali ma'am, I just tried to join with my mobile. I'm able to join.
Yeah, even मैंने अभी check किया यहाँ से. I also able to join, but still You know?
Still, maybe other teachers, maybe they are finding problem, maybe.
Hmm? Suniti ma'am? Shweta ma'am, Anshula ma'am, I hope you are there in the like any breakout room
Yes,
and you are
yes, ma'am.
content.
Actually, the link is not able. I'm not able to click on the link. Actually, it is. I
It,
think some network issue. I will try it again.
yeah, please do that, please. Ritu ma'am, Diksha ma'am, Supriya ma'am, Samiksha ma'am, Rani ma'am, Prashant sir, Shweta ma'am, Sonia Thakre ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, I already joined.
Great, great. That's great. Thank you so much. Ashwini ma'am, Ashwini Jagtap ma'am. I hope you are in like any breakout room and you are creating your content.
Yes, ma'am. I am in a breakout room of science.
Great, great. That's great. That's thank you, thank you.
So we have been told that we have to come back to the main link. So I'm here.
Great, great. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Hero ma'am, please admit them.
Yes, ma'am. Done, ma'am.
Yeah, teachers are coming back.
Yeah.
So sorry, ma'am, it got extended a little, but I could see some really good discussions in all the groups. Teachers, I hope you were having fun doing the discussion.
Yeah,
giving
yeah, it was
questions.
great. It was great fun.
Okay, so while the others join, which team would go first? So I think like before and after nahi bana hoga. I've seen all the groups and wo after banane mein we didn't get so much time. But the two, three questions which you discussed, you may have some points ki this teacher had this opinion. What is the group consensus about that question? How do you even if you've done the self rating ki ye question में ये चीज improve हो सकती थी या ये question अच्छी है हमारे हिसाब से, just summarize the discussion that you had. That's enough for today, and maybe we'll take it forward after that. The review we can do later. So any team which is ready with some insight, some reflection. Anupama ma'am is from which group? I can see.
Yes.
Okay, so any of the leaders are here? English, math, science. Sunanda ma'am, Chitra ma'am.
Swarali, you're on mute.
I joined, ma'am.
Yeah. So don't be shy. We're all, learning together. It's a learning experience for me also. Let's just, one of the groups, just share your screen and quickly summarize what you all discussed.
Vidya ma'am, you'll be doing that or shall I?
Ma'am, you go ahead. You are leading.
I know it's okay. I'll try and share this. And these were the questions. The first question, we are assessing the verb forms. How does
Are you sharing your screen?
Yes, I am. Is it not visible?
No, not yet, to me at least.
Okay. Stop. Just a minute.
Ratna ma'am, should I share the screen?
I'm just trying, ma'am. Just
Yeah.
Is it visible? Is it visible? Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so we had taken up verbs, articles, and tenses. So the first question deals with assessing the understanding of the concept of verb. Here, the question is: she was reading when the phone rang. What type of verb phrase is was reading? So the options were given: simple verb, main verb only, auxiliary verb plus main verb, that is the continuous tense, and the modal verb phrase. So the distractors like A, the correct answer is C, and A, B, and D were the distractors. Distractors because simple verb in this students may identify only the verb rang, and they might choose that. The main verb students may identify only the verb reading, and sometimes for the modal verb phrase they may only choose was as a modal verb. So eliminating all of these, they may come to the correct answer, that is auxiliary verb plus main verb.
Okay, and what was the discussion around this question? Did you all, what rating did you give it? What was the testing objective?
The testing was whether this question has clarity or is
Okay.
it ambiguous, and whether we are assessing the identification of the verb form or the usage.
So identification was the LO. Identify the
Yeah.
type of verb from the sentence. That is the LO.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What do you think is something which is good with this question, and where do you think there's scope for improvement?
This is what we all were discussing. I mean, let
Yeah,
others
Millie
also.
ma'am has her hand raised. Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I would like to give you a view on this.
Yeah. Yes,
May I?
ma'am. Yeah, yeah.
This question is very good in the sense that this has very clear one answer
Yeah.
and should not be confused at all. And why this is a formative assessment question, because the options, the way they are given, simple verb. Simple verb will never have an auxiliary.
Yeah.
And main verb only will never have an auxiliary. And here two words are highlighted already.
Yeah.
And auxiliary verb plus main verb. So this is actually a question given for formative learning, meaning formative assessment, which is a very good question to give a neat concept of verb auxiliary with continuous verb. So for that matter, this is a very good question with very appropriate distractors. That's it.
Okay. So here is my feedback. I also agree that this is a well framed question. No problem with the distractors and the sentence. But where I'm getting stuck is what is the purpose? You want students to be able to identify the type of verb phrase which has been used. So now, if I had limited space in my question paper, I would give this more as a homework assignment. I would rather use the space or in my question paper to test whether students even understand the meaning of these terms. This is right now testing pure recall, right? Recall and identification, which is not bad, but can students here the focus is more on, do they know the jargon behind she was reading, was reading, whether it's what type of verb this is. So if the purpose is, do they know the jargon, fine, that is a good question. But I feel that when you have limited space in the assessment, you really want students to think more. one suggestion is, if you're framing the question, you can give the you can instead frame it in a way she was reading when the phone rang. Why does the writer use was reading instead of just read? And then you can give them to show whether the action happened in the past, to show whether the action was ongoing, something along those lines, rather than just testing the jargon. I feel this is a good question, well framed. Distractors are all thoughtfully designed, very clear. But I would suggest that this would be more from a homework point of view. But I feel we should move towards more of functional grammar than just rule and rule example grammar, right? That would lead students towards competency based this thing. Otherwise, I think you've at least got the hang of the format and the process of creating the question. Really well done, and cheers to I'm going to send hearts to the English team. Let's quickly go to math and come back to English if we have more time. I hope that feedback, that makes sense to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? So science.
May I present?
Yeah.
Thanks. Okay. So we've chosen 2 questions. But
Yes.
still we aren't satisfied.
No problem.
Yes. So we need your feedback with feed forward.
Yes.
Yes. So the questions are here.
Okay.
One is this.
Okay. Rima keeps a plant near a sunny window. She ties a clear plastic bag. Okay. After some time, she notices tiny droplets as if the leaf is sweating. Okay. What is the water collected inside the plastic bag? In the picture. Okay. You need to add a picture of that. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
picture is there.
That's
We
okay.
could not. We were not able to. Teacher gave that picture, but I was not able.
No problem. Plant is releasing oxygen into the bag. Water vapor is coming out of the leaf through transpiration. Which grade is this for, ma'am?
4, grade 4, I think.
Okay.
Nazima ma'am framed it.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
It is for grade 6 or 7.
Okay, fine.
Because transpiration, it is not there in the grade 5, I think.
Grade 4, 5. I think, yeah.
6, 7. It can be for framed for 6, 7.
Yeah.
5 will not be
It's
able to.
absorbing water from the air. Plastic bag is producing moisture on its own. Okay. So the cause behind the water getting collected, what can you tie that? That's the objective.
Yes.
Okay. What was your feedback and how did you improve it? What was it?
First feedback that we received was that this transpiration term shouldn't be there in the distractor because it is giving a clear indication that this is the answer. And I was really happy that everybody echoed.
Yes.
So this was first observation. And then we tried removing this and you can see the after one.
Okay, 1 second. The plant is releasing oxygen into the bag. Water vapor is coming out of the leaf into the bag. Okay, the leaf is absorbing water from the air and plastic bag is producing moisture. So you have changed transpiration to water vapors coming out of the leaf into the bag.
Transpiration term is removed.
Water vapors coming out of the leaf. I think that could be phrased a little better.
Yes.
Like sentence formation wise, the leaf is pulling moisture from the surrounding air, which forms. These are some of the other options that you're thinking of.
Yes, distractors. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. What are the misconceptions? Plant releasing oxygen. Why would students think that? Like, walk me through the logic behind the distractors.
I would request teachers to share their views as well. Nazima, Ashwini, please share.
Yeah. Usually students assume that that stomata is a structure from where exchange of gases takes place. So the student may assume that the plant may release oxygen or some other gases also. So just for to match with this distractor means the assumptions behind this.
Great. Okay. And what else? The second option was plant is. Can you go up, ma'am, little bit? Yeah. Water vapors coming out. Water vapors coming out of the leaf into the bag. Water vapor is being released or something like that. Plant is trying to. Okay. The next
This
one
will be
is
after statements that were, framed.
okay. The leaf is absorbing water from the air. Yeah, makes sense. Students don't know why the water is getting collected, and the plastic bag is producing moisture on its own. So I feel this is a very good question. I feel that I'm not able to think of a better way of writing coming out of the water into the bag. I think if we just work on the sentence, this will become better. Another tip, one small tip is just arrange the questions in a like in the order of the length, right? So right now, like just looking at the way the questions are arranged, you have something which is short, something which is long. If you see the answer questions, right, it's all in one order. So then the students are not going by just the looks, right? One option looks long, one option looks short. And I do think it is capturing water vapor is escaping from the leaf. It condenses into the bag. Okay, that is a distractor that you're adding. And plastic bag traps heat. Somebody had another comment, plastic bag traps heat causing moisture inside. I think this is a better way of phrasing plastic, because coming on its own looks a little implausible like it is implying ki plastic bag, they know that it's a non-living thing, right? So students may not go for that option. I feel this phrasing is definitely better. Yeah, Sharayu ma'am and somebody else who had a comment.
So Aarti ma'am, many a time students get confused about the two processes, evaporation and condensation, and they're not able to predict. I mean, the what kind of process is happening over there. So that may also help, to put as a good distractor for this.
Plastic bag melts. I think plastic bag trapping heat, causing moisture. No, but this would be incorrect because you are keeping the plastic bag to actually,
D1 can't be the option, ma'am. The plastic bag traps heat. That is
yeah.
true, causing moisture inside the leaf to leak out. Na? That is in other ways, that is also the answer, though we are not
Yeah,
using
I
the word
mean,
transpiration.
so it could be that the role of the plastic bag is mentioned here, but yeah, I feel that there might be some like this option could again be phrased better. But I think you're going in the right direction, like rather than assuming that it's coming automatically, it's like producing moisture on its own. I think this could be modified into trapping heat, trapping. Yeah, I feel option D would be technically incorrect if you choose that as a distractor. But yeah, it will take a time. Like even for me, it's taking I'll need 10 minutes more with a cool mind to show the improvement. But I'm very impressed how quickly you were able to first of all create a good question with good distractors, and also figure out how to improve the question. It's definitely going in the right direction. The second question, let's come back to it. Math team, would you like to present?
Okay, I'll stop just.
Yes, ma'am. I request Anju ma'am to share the screen if that is possible for her. Because I am facing a little difficulty in sharing.
Yeah,
the
otherwise,
screen.
yeah,
I'll
share. Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
Sonal
Please
ma'am,
do
I'm
that.
sharing.
Thank you so much.
Sharing it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Let's aim to complete in next
Yes,
10
ma'am. I'll
minutes.
try not to take more than
Yeah, we have already extended
yeah,
18
yeah,
minutes.
take more than 5 minutes.
Next
ma'am.
5
Yeah.
minutes.
Sure.
चल ना मम्मी घेऊन देते हैं.
Someone has okay, fine. Chitra ma'am, have you shared?
Yes, Sonal ma'am, are you able to see the screen?
Not yet, ma'am.
Just let me know. Not yet.
It is visible now, I guess.
Okay, which one, ma'am?
Yes, it is. The same one, ma'am. The one which we discussed, integer one. Yes.
This one, right? Yeah.
Properties of
Yeah,
integers.
yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
right.
Ma'am, as you can
Yes,
see
yes,
here, we have taken up for grade 6, but it suits more to the first question which is there. It suits more to the grade 7 level. So we have reduced the level of the question, not exactly changing it too much. But then if you see the first part in a quiz, points are awarded for correct answers and deducted for incorrect ones. The condition which is used is direct and there is no real life connect. So instead of using a quiz we have mentioned that in the school quiz competition, so the students can connect that something is happening in their real life. कोई भी quiz ऐसे randomly नहीं ले लिया है. And then we have clearly mentioned that each correct answer gives 5 points and each incorrect answer deducts -2 points. What was lagging in the previous one was that Priya scored +10 points for 2 correct answers. So it was direct. Maybe some students may not comprehend that. So to make it a little simpler, we have given first condition that +5 will be awarded for one correct answer and -2 the points will be deducted for incorrect answer. Then we gave the conditions, what has happened with Priya and what has happened with Amit. And then we asked them to create the relationship between their total scores. So जो complex conditions थी उनको हमने थोड़ा सा उनका complexity reduce किया, उनको real life connect किया, and then we gave them the options for the same.
Can you tell me which distractor are you expecting students to choose out of these 4? Can you highlight the correct answer and the distractor, common wrong answer?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Let me do that for you. I'll highlight it.
Just a second. I'm also reading through this.
Yes, ma'am. Please do that,
version.
Ma'am, the second one, Amit's score is 4 points more than Priya's.
Okay.
B. The option remains the same, but the complexity of the question has been reduced.
Yeah,
so that
I
it becomes
definitely think the edited version is much more crisper and you have reduced the cognitive load a lot. Couple of pointers, just think it's not a criticism, but it's just something to think about. Is it really testing integers? Like the thing is here, the focus is more on the logical reasoning part of it, which is valid.
But it is for the application of integers.
Yeah. Priya answers 2 questions and Amit answers answers 2 correct and 3 incorrect answers. 3 correct and 2 incorrect. What is the relationship? Okay. Yeah, I feel this is much better because now you're not specifying ki itna marks kam hua, itna increase hua compared to the previous question. You're directly given ki 12 plus ho gaya, -4 ho gaya. Here they have to really compute how much has it increased and decreased. 2 correct and 3 incorrect and 3 correct and 2 incorrect. What is the relationship between both the scores? What is the common wrong answer that you're expecting? Same score?
The B option is the correct one and the others are the
what are you expecting students to write?
Create the relationship between their total scores. So first they will calculate the total scores of each.
I was asking which option do you think students would get attracted to out of these 4?
Okay, so the correct answer is B.
What is the incorrect answer that students will get attracted to? Out of option, so B is correct, B, C, A, C and D are incorrect. In तीनों में से, which option do you think students will get attracted to more?
They could go with D also because 4 points is there. So that can be a great distractor for them because they might happen to miss on the names of the students. Because 4 points agar aa gaya hai to what according to you can be that?
I'm just wondering out loud because now the starting scores ke upar apne kuch diya nahi hai. Now if I'm a child and if I'm able to answer, I know that correct answer of Amit is more than the incorrect answer. Like he has got more correct answer and less incorrect answer, and you know that Priya's answered less correct and more incorrect, and we know that there is negative marking for the incorrect answer.
Yes.
So does the child really have to process, or like just visually looking at this much information, can they get, like, is option B too obvious for them? Right? So the effort, where is the effort going? The effort is going in
and
decoding
calculating
text,
yes,
right?
yes.
The scale of integers is not getting, it is application, but the other options are easy to eliminate, right? So one suggestion, this is again just to work upon. What you could do is you can include a condition where the starting, you can create this in a table format. That is one format you can work towards. You can give the starting score already. Like one person has a lower score. Then when you add this condition, it doesn't become so obvious ki correct answer Amit ne zyada kiya, to automatically Amit is the winner. Right, so you can introduce the condition of the and to make it crisper, एक और line डाल दोगे तो वो reading load हो जाएगा. Make it crisp in the table format and give the starting score. That's one
So
way.
instead of adding a picture, we can add a table to make them visualize.
Picture wouldn't be
what is
relevant
happening.
here. Table would be good. Like imagine a match, match ka statistics hota hai. So that would be a better format for the students. Another suggestion, one other option is, suppose you can reduce the number of students. You can only include one child, Amit, right? One player. And you can introduce conditions wherein round 1 mein ye hua, round 2 mein ye hua, round 3 mein ye hua. In which round did he have the maximum gains, right? So now the child, you are only asking the child to, only one player is there, but तीनों round में से सबसे ज़्यादा points कहाँ lose किया है, सबसे ज़्यादा, there the integer application will be better applied.
Okay.
So
fine, ma'am.
that's just more aligned to the testing objective. That's just one point of feedback. Otherwise, really like the before and after. I definitely see an improvement here. So I hope this was useful, the exercise, and we'll wind up right away. Thank you so much, teachers, and thank you, Swarali ma'am, for organizing all this. Really had fun with you all.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah, thank you, Aarti ma'am.
Thank you so much.
And
Thank
biggest
you,
thank you to Ratna ma'am, Sunanda ma'am, Sonal ma'am, Anupama ma'am,
Thank you, Sonali ma'am.
Nisha ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much.